Guten Abend zusammen und herzlich willkommen bei der wXw World Tag Team Festival 2023 livestream. That'll be enough German from me from this evening. My name is Marc Shuttle. I will be one of your hosts here this evening. Thank you all very, very much for joining us. Please join us in the comments. Speak to us. Let us know how you're feeling. I want to know, are you excited? Are you going to be joining us in Oberhausen for World Tag Team Festival? And where in the world are you coming from? Let us know in the comments, and we'll post some of those comments up on screen in just a few moments' time. But before then, let me please introduce to you my co-host for the evening, the one, the only, the man who is quite literally a mountain of trash, Mooberg, Mett Dimassi.
I love you too, Mom.
How are you doing, my friend?
I'm good. I mean, after that introduction, I mean, at least I got to listen to you speak German again, so I'm good.
It has been
I'm happy.
a while.
And most importantly, after 2 long weeks of you murdering me over and over again by not expulging anything about this first round, I can finally find out what the first round's going to be, because you've been driving me up the wall with this.
Yes, and that is exactly what I wanted to do, because I get so much joy out of seeing you lose your mind over this.
At least one of us does, and maybe some of the people in the chat do too. You guys can let us know too if you guys like seeing me go up the wall and Marc torture me, you masochistic, lovely, beautiful people.
Yes. Anyway, who have we got in the chat here this evening? Matthias, let's go. Yes, my friend, let's go. It is less than a week away now. It's going to be so good. We have Tim. Mett, could you translate for me, please?
Auf geht's, bin gespannt, was es so Neues gibt. So he's saying, "Let's go." I'm excited. Sorry, let's go. I'm excited to see what what new stuff we've got. Sorry, my German is also not great.
Your German is far better than mine. You're on the German commentary team.
Mistakes can be made. We're all human.
That is very true. Very true. We have Gun for Most joining us from the Netherlands. Awesome. Welcome. Thank you for joining us here this evening. Matthias is coming down from Hamburg for the 5 shows Friday and Saturday. Awesome. Are you not joining us on Sunday? That's a shame. Oh, if you're going to miss the last day.
Oh, that's the last day is where the real party happens.
See the last day. Dan says it's going to be huge. Yes, it is. Sebastian Hackle, let's go. He's going to be joining us here live on the stream a little bit later on. So, yeah, if you've got any questions, then you can ask them. Me and Mett are going to be speaking to Sebastian about his whole experience at Shortcut to the Top. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I had a quick chat with him earlier today, and I'm really looking forward to sharing more of that conversation with all of you guys live on air later this evening. Bori's excited, please. Matthias wants Mett to pay for my beer. Yes. Everyone, tell Mett he has to pay for my beer. Everything
I'll tell
I've
you
done
what.
for you in your career, and you haven't even bought me solitary beer.
I'll tell you what. Friday night, after night 1 of World Tag Team Festival, I will buy you a beer at the House Union.
Perfect. Guys, hold him to that. If he doesn't buy me a beer, we're going to have to, I don't know, attack him or something.
I mean, yeah.
Dan Mellon says, "Aloha, Dan. How you doing, my friend? Been far too long." Jacob Crane. Oh, geez, there's so many comments here. Awesome. Keep them coming, guys.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I want Mett to disappear from my screen. Consider it done.
I have power here too, you know. You just kick me off for Jacob Crane of all people. The person that you would do this for is Jacob Crane. I hope Psycho Mike.
Anyway, we are going to have some fun. Referee Alex Schneider is here. How are you doing, my friend? Looking forward to catching up with you next week. Let's bring Mett back or he's going to start sulking.
I hope Psycho Mike body slams both of you at Inner Circle.
That's just rude. Anyway, back to talking to all these amazing people joining us here in the chat. Nemox says, so excited. I'll be coming to Oberhausen for Thursday to Sunday. Awesome. Awesome. Looking forward to seeing you there. It's going to be so much fun. Dan says, just one beer. What a cheapskate. Yep. Mett Dimassi. Alex Schneider's going to buy me a beer too. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate
hold on.
that.
Alex Schneider also said, I'm beautiful and I'm his love. So,
anyway.
Hey, I feel happy. Alex Schneider's a good-looking guy.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so I'm having fun. I hope you're all having fun. We have got a lot to get through here this evening. We're going to get through everything as quickly as we possibly can. But, you know, as I think we learned when we did the 16 Carat preview stream 6 months ago, it might take a little while because these festival weekends, there is so much wrestling. And it's not just so much wrestling. There is so much great wrestling. It's going to be outstanding. I'm so excited to share with you guys what I know and reveal to you what's happening. So yeah, we're going to reveal to you all of the first round matches for World Tag Team Festival. All the matches which are going to be taking place on Friday night. There's some exciting matches in there. There's some I'm quite surprised by and that I didn't know that I wanted to see until I saw it written down. And I'm like, damn, I want to see this.
Would you stop teasing and just get into it? Get into it, man. I've been waiting for so long. Come on.
Cool. Also, we have 2 match trailers we're going to debut. We're going to premiere here live on the stream. First time ever. These will be being played publicly for anyone. Obviously, they'll be repeated on social media in the coming days, but that's going to be exciting. And, of course, as I already mentioned, we're going to be speaking to the one, the only, Sebastian Huckel, later on in the stream. I'm sure you'll want to hear from him. And, yeah, you guys get to ask some questions as well. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, let's get some Hackman chants in the chat.
Yeah, so let me bring up this. So if you haven't seen this before, ladies and gentlemen, this is the schedule for what's happening over the course of the weekend. It's a hectic schedule. I'm going to be tired as hell. I'm going to be relying on a lot of Monster. I already have my first Monster. I'm not sure if this counts as my first Monster of World Tag Team Festival. And as Alex Schneider just says, I know I'm not going to sleep at all for the 4 days. Nope. Very little sleep. As if what I need in my life is less sleep. It's going to be so much fun. Anyway, so there is the rundown. Inner Circle, Night 1, GCW, Femmes Fatales. Night 2, GCW, We Love Wrestling. Night 3, 8 incredible shows. And it's all going to be kicking off, as always, with Inner Circle. Matt, I know you're a big fan of Inner Circle.
I love Inner Circle. It is the most intimate you could possibly get to WXW. That is the beauty of Inner Circle. It's right in the heart of WXW's talent source. Its well of talent in the WXW Academy in the beautiful GMC Arena, we moved there last year in August. Having Inner Circle for the first time there at 16 Karat Gold 2023 was a joy. It is going to be so fun.
We had it there last year.
World Tag Team Festival 2022. My bad. It's just, I'm excited, man. It's good. It's such an intimate place, and you're as close to the action as you could possibly be. So
absolutely. And as you all know, we rarely announce anything for these cards. And there's going to be some real exciting stuff. I've been told 1 or 2 things to expect. I'm not at liberty to reveal any of them to anyone right now, sadly. But trust me, There's going to be some great matches. And it's a thank you to all of you people who are buying tickets to this event without having a clue what we're going to do. And yeah, it's always saying thank you to our most hardcore, our most dedicated fans for buying tickets to a show where we announce almost nothing by giving you some real exciting stuff. I know the trailer for this show dropped on social media earlier today. I hope you enjoyed the pseudo Sin City vibes of that one. But we do know there is one match that is announced for this show. Psycho Mike and Jacob Crane.
I hope you get body slammed 18 times. This is Mett Dimassi. This is Mulberg talking. When I'm a commentator, I'm completely neutral. But coming to you from the man himself, I hope you get body slammed so many times that you start speaking to people in one-word sentences, and the word is body slam.
Wow. Wow. Jacob Crane, how do you respond to that? I know you're there in the chat. What do you have to say to the man that is literally a mountain of trash?
Whose side are you on, Mark?
I'm calling it straight down the middle, brother. Straight down the middle.
All right, that's fair. Well, you know what? My opinion of the match doesn't matter as much as your opinions. So let us know in the chat what you guys think. How do you think this match is going to go? Hey, even try to take a guess at how many body slams we're going to see in this match.
Yeah, that's a good question. I was actually talking about running like the poll to see like how many body slams he was going to take. I didn't start running the poll. I may still do so. But yeah, I think there's money to be made on that poll, basically. But yeah, as Dan says, he loves Inner Circle. It is awesome. He's gutted he can't be there. Yeah, it's always a very, very special show. And Jacob Crane has replied. He says he doesn't care what you have to say. You're a mountain of trash.
Well, I might be a mountain of trash, but I've never been body slammed, so.
Never.
Well, okay, maybe once or twice, but never officially been body slammed and caught on camera, except for that one time.
Tell me about that one time.
Don't worry about it. It's on my Instagram.
Okay. Anyway, let's move on because Femmes Fatales. Let's talk about Femmes Fatales. It is always one of the most popular shows of the year. It only happens once a year, and that is going to be Saturday morning. There is a lot of greatness coming up on this show. Mett, what are your thoughts about Femmes Fatales?
There is so much that is amazing about Femmes Fatales. You bring some of the greatest women's talents all over the world, and you bring them here. I mean, last year we saw the rise of the Scandinavian Dragon in Atlas Inc., the unstoppable force that is the Dragon's Tail kick. It is such an incredible tournament, and you discover so many new gems and talents coming out of it. I'm really excited to see what so many of these women have on offer for us.
Absolutely, and we can talk to you about some of the matches which are taking place on this show. So we have Michelle Green taking on Baby Allison. She challenged Baby Allison to a match recently as part of the Shotgun vlog. And, you know, she's pretty much saying Baby Allison, you know, very much the franchise player. When it comes to the women here in wXw, Michelle Green says, no, it's my time. I'm taking over. Mett, your thoughts?
Hey, if you wanna stand out and if you want to beat the best people and the best wrestlers there are, then you just have to get out there and challenge them. I respect that. I respect her outlook and her belief in herself that she is one of the best. This is her chance to prove it. There is no bigger stage or no better stage to prove it against a former two-time wXw Women's World Champion.
Absolutely. We'll see what happens. So we've got tag team action pitting these four women against each other. Eva Kolaski, Anita Vaughn teaming up to take on Charlie Morgan and Julia. This is going to be a real interesting and exciting match. Four very different women. Always something to prove on the biggest stage that we offer women here in wXw at Femmes Fatales. Are you excited for this one?
I'm always excited for it. We already know what the drama queen can do. Eva Kolaski is a former wXw Women's World Champion. Anita Vaughn, relatively fresh face. I've had the opportunity to see her wrestle once before. I'll tell you what, she's got an incredible skill set. It's going to be quite a mix between her and Eva Kolaski. Charlie Morgan is somebody that I got to know through you, and I was incredibly impressed you were there. You got my live reaction to Charlie Morgan. And Julia, an up and comer out of Holland. out of the Netherlands. I don't know which one people get angry at, but essentially, we've seen Julia a lot of times around the WXW Academy. I'm excited to see her take that next leap onto the main roster.
Charlie Morgan, I'm a huge fan of. I've been a huge fan of for a long, long time, so I'm very excited to see her in this match with these three other women. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. So, also, I know, ladies and gentlemen, you're expecting this match. Unfortunately, I received word an hour or so ago that sadly, Alice Inc. has suffered a broken jaw. So she is out of Femmes Fatales. She's also out of a US tour she had coming up, which I'm so sorry here. I'm a huge fan of Alice Inc. So please send Alice your get well messages on social media. We hope she's back to full health. We hope she's going to be back in a wXw ring soon, back in any ring soon. We really hope she gets back to full health sooner rather than later. But I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that we do already have a replacement match announced. How is this? The current GCW Ultra-Violent Champion, Rina Yamashita, going one-on-one against Regina Rosendahl at Femme Fatale. Wow. Matt?
Hey, I'm as big a fan of Alice Inc. as there are. I really hope she gets better soon. But I'll tell you what, this is a treat and a replacement that I will wholeheartedly accept. I cannot wait to see this match and to see Rina Yamashita live at Femme Fatale. That's going to be amazing. Oh, you're already treating me, and we haven't even gotten to any of the real. Yeah.
Yeah, there's still so much more to come. I know Dan already mentioned Nicole Matthews is going to be there. First round match going one-on-one with the woman with three faces, Calypso. Oh, this is going to be an interesting matchup.
I'm really curious about how each of Nicole and Calypso approach this match. This is going to be a very interesting watch.
Fair enough. Also, semi-final match, Becca going up against Hyan. Again, this is going to be an interesting one, right?
It's definitely going to be interesting. Becca, somebody who we at WXW are much more familiar with. Of course, she's also going to be taking part in the World Tag Team Festival tournament as part of the Y2 Cuties alongside Aaron Work. So for her, it's also a balancing act. She has to see, not to lose too much of that fuel so early on in Femme Fatale, but she still wants to win the tournament and still have enough. So more so for her, it's a balancing act. And I'm really excited to get to see Hyan for the first time for myself live.
Yeah, exactly. She comes with a great reputation, although Becca, I've been seeing a lot of clips of her lately where, rather more so than wrestling, I feel like she's trying to force her opponents into submission with her singing.
Oh, I've seen those. No comment.
Yeah. Let's leave that where it is for now.
She's really good at hitting people.
Yes, she is. And this match. So we've heard about this. There's been a lot of speculation on social media about what the hell could happen here. The WXW Women's World Champion against the GWF Women's Champion. Winner takes all. Ava Everett against Devlin Macabre. This is going to be something else. This is going to be such a hard one to try and guess which way this is going to go in advance, Matt. What do you think?
I say champion versus champion is always incredible to watch. As painful as it is to admit, Ava Everett is historic. Has had a historic run so far at WXW, the only ever three-time WXW Women's World Champion. But we've seen Devlin Macabre already. We know that she's very much capable. Champion versus champion is so interesting. I'm so excited to see who takes all of the gold home.
Yes. And I promised you, we had a couple of match trailers here this evening. So here's the first one. This is the trailer for the match between Ava Everett and Devlin Macabre winner takes all Femme Fatale. Let's take a look.
Devlin, sweetie. You pulled one over on the Y2 cutie. Misting me at Action Wrestling to beat me. That's what you had to do to win? That's smart. You wanna cry and whine and complain that you have never gotten a wXw Women's World Championship opportunity. Fine. You're going to get your title opportunity. But so am I. When I take your title at Femme Fatale.
Wow. What do you think, Matt?
I mean, Ava Everett has always been very self-confident, let's say, but I wouldn't underestimate Devlin Macabre. She's capable of very, very much, and I'm not even going to try to guess who wins. I definitely have my own dark horse in this, but I'm not going to even try to guess.
Yep. I think it's going to be very hard to try and figure out who could take the edge in this one, but Ava Everett, confident as ever, heading into Femme Fatale at World Tag Team Festival. Okay, so We Love Wrestling 50, the 50th edition of We Love Wrestling, believe it or not, takes place at World Tag Team Festival. And again, there isn't too much announced for this show, but, you know, if previous festivals are anything to go by, this is going to be a real fun show, and you are not going to want to miss this.
Hey, I'm up for it, all right? Look, the surprises, they make things that much sweeter. So I'm just going to walk into it, going to blindfold myself. Jesus, take the wheel.
Absolutely. And the one match that we have announced, Fast Time Mudo going one-on-one with Luke Jacobs. This is going to be a hard-hitting encounter.
Oh, is that what you're going to call it? Hard hitting? They're going to knock everybody out. This match is going to be so incredibly amazing. This is one of those matches where you see it on paper and then is when you realize, well, okay, where have you been all my life? You know, this match is going to be this is exactly one of the kind of matches that I love. Two guys that just knock the living bejesus out of each other.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And you know, Fast Time Mudo, he's been struggling against, you know, some of the bigger name opponents recently, and he wanted a challenge, and damn it, he's getting a challenge here. Fast Time Mudo never shying away from a fight. This is going to be a must-see matchup, and I've had a little sneak peek at one or two things we might be that we're thinking of putting on this show. It's going to be exciting. You do not want to miss We Love Wrestling 50 Sunday afternoon at the Turbinenhalle Oberhausen. It's going to be a lot of fun. And let's not forget, we have some guests coming. We have GCW, Game Changer Wrestling, joining us on both Friday and Saturday evenings. First time for GCW in Germany. They're streaming live on Fight TV. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. It's going to be a little bit unexpected, I think, Mett.
The GCW show or this match in particular?
Oh, man. When I saw this match announced, wow. This is going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing Ares and Shigehiro Irie going one-on-one at GCW's Long Live GCW on Friday night.
Just for perspective, for those of you who maybe are new and don't know how big this match is, this could have been a potential match or that we could have had at 16 karat gold 2023. Both men were in 16 karat gold. Of course, Shigehiro Irie won the tournament.
Yes.
Ares was knocked out by Commander. I'm so excited for this match. This was one of the matches I was hoping for 16 karat gold. And now I get it here. King Strange versus Beast Mode.
Yep, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. That's not all that they've announced. I think they've announced the whole card for Friday. We'll go through it here. Dark Sheik versus Becca. Becca's going to have a busy weekend. Wrestling in the tag team tournament, wrestling for GCW, wrestling on Femmes Fatales. Becca doing everything she can to, stand out from the crowds this weekend.
Anything to keep her from singing. But I'll tell you what, if anybody has the engine, with all due respect, if anybody has the engine to go through 2 tournaments and then still have more matches, it's Becca. I have full faith in the fact that she's going to deliver. And, respect where respect is due. She's an incredible competitor. I can't wait to see this match also in particular.
Well, yeah, your friend Jacob Crane says Becca's taking it all. And she very well might do.
Imagine what a weekend it would be. Sorry to interrupt, but if she beats Dark Sheik, she also wins Femme Fatale. She also wins World Tag Team Festival. The World Tag Team Festival. What a historical weekend that would be.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. And yeah, as I was gonna say, Becca's definitely got the skills and the ability to do it. But let's not diminish Dark Sheik here. A tough opponent for her. It's not gonna be an easy weekend for Becca by any means.
No.
How about this, ladies and gentlemen? Gringo Loco going one-on-one with Leon Slater.
That is
one
hell of a match. Yeah. Gringo Loco versus Leon. I'll tell you what, especially after you guys I won't spoil anything, but Leon Slater was involved in the show we had in Newcastle with North Wrestling, and what a match he and Peter Tihanyi had. Absolutely incredible. This guy, 18 years old, Leon Slater, is an absolute incredible gem of talent. And going up against Gringo Loco, do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Another one for you, Jordan Oliver, another incredible high flyer, going up against one of our own, The Rotation. I'm expecting to see some high-flying flips and craziness in this one. No doubt at all.
Knowing these two, I'll be surprised if they spend more than 10 seconds on the ground.
Maybe.
That's my legitimate forecast. I think just get some seatbelts. I think maybe we should invest in seatbelts specifically for this match.
Yeah, strap in, ladies and gents. This is going to be a wild, wild ride that continues as Rina Yamashita defends the GCW Ultra Violent Championship against Jimmy Lloyd.
Ultra Violent. That's the only comment I have for this match.
Yes.
I'm going to be probably standing
in a corner somewhere.
Yeah, as far away, the best view I could possibly find, while also being as far away as possible.
I don't blame you. And how about this tag team action? Second Gear Crew, who are also part of World Tag Team Festival, going up against Bussy here on GCW. It's going to be a good one.
It's definitely going to be a good one, especially with their involvement in the World Tag Team Festival. Mance Warner and Manders are going to want to get a really good victory there, carry themselves forward. It's going to be one hell of a match.
Yes, absolutely. And how about this? GCW World Championship on the line. Blake Christian defends against Peter Tihanyi.
Imagine if Peter Tihanyi could possibly get the victory and win the GCW World Championship in, I guess you could officially say, his GCW debut.
Yeah.
One hell of a statement. And Tihanyi is going to be
endless.
Yeah, he's gonna have a lot of travel dates ahead of him. I'll say that. It's a golden opportunity for Tihanyi. But Blake Christian is GCW World Champion for a reason. No slouch. He'd better go into this with 100%, 110% maybe even.
Yeah, absolutely. And the main event of Long Live GCW, I'm not sure that GCW could have announced a bigger match for this show. Nick Gage going one-on-one with Joey Janela.
I'm not
huge.
even going to try. Not even going to try to imagine anything else that they could have announced. I'm not going to make any comments. I'm just going to sit my butt down. I'm going to watch this match intently. This is definitely one of the matches of the weekend for me. I cannot wait for this match.
It's going to be an experience. I cannot begin to imagine what the atmosphere inside the Turbine Halle is going to be when this one takes place. But then let's take a look at what they have night 2. GCW versus the World. Bussy going up against Maggot and Baby Allison. This is going to be a fun and interesting tag team match. I'm excited for this one.
I'll tell you what, these are four characters, four gigantic personalities in one ring. I'm up for it. This is one of the things where as soon as I found out GCW's coming to Germany, this is one of the matches where my brain was like, please make it happen. And I can't wait for this one too.
Yeah, definitely. Night 2, Jordan Oliver goes up against Latigo. Yeah. More crazy, high-flying action. I mean, yeah. If night 1 of GCW doesn't give you enough high-flying insanity, you've got this as well. That's going to be exciting.
There's no shortage of lucha. That's all I'll say.
Absolutely not. And how about this? Joey Janela going one-on-ones with Shigehiro Irie. Whew.
I'll tell you what, this is going to be hard-hitting as hell.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hard-hitting as hell. Shigehiro Irie versus Joey Janela. I wish GCW I wish the festival weekend would go for longer, because I feel like there are so many more.
A festival week. A whole week.
I saw Felix in the chat. I know he's watching. Felix.
Think about it, Felix. A whole week. What could be better? Are we allowed to say this on air?
Say it.
Are we?
Say it.
Okay, so SG Cunt. Jesus Christ. Going one-on-one, 3-on-3 against Ambos at GCW versus the World. Warner, Mendes, and Dark Sheik going up against Robert Dreisker, Lawrence Roman, and Icarus. And I mean, you talk about crazy multi-person matches. This is going to be it. Whoever the hell the referee is on this one, I don't envy them. How the hell are you going to control these 6?
Alex Schneider was in the comments. I'd love to hear his reaction to how he's going to control this match if he's on this duty. Let's call it SGC versus Ambos.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. You cannot put more of an antithesis. More of like antonyms against each other. With Ambos is mantras and mentality, and SGC, I am so up for it, because all 6 of these hard-hitting human beings are going to just tear it up. Tear it up.
Felix Kronenberg commenting here live in the chat says, I still can't believe this match is happening. It will be wild. Which, genuinely, when, us here at wXw first heard, we're just like, what? Really? Wow. Like, it's going to be insane. And yeah, as Marcelin says here, this whole weekend's going to be legendary. It is. It really, really is. So here's a good question. Are you prepared for SGC Camp making it to Germany? No, I'm not happy with that at all. If I'm honest with you, I'm very nervous about the whole prospect. Is the God's honest truth. So, we got some expensive equipment there, and if it breaks, then we're in trouble. Yeah, so just to be entirely honest. Anyway, moving on. Should Rina Yamashita retain the GCW Ultraviolent Championship at Long Live GCW. She defends on night 2 at GCW versus the World against Lou Nixon. And here's the thing, right? Yamashita, tough as they come. Like, no doubt about it. But I think Lou Nixon, maybe, if he plays his cards right, if Yamashita retains night 1, might be able to steal the title here. She's going to have been through, night 1. She's going to have been through Femmes Fatales. This will be our 3rd match of the weekend. The 2nd Ultraviolent match. It's probably Lou Nixon's best opportunity to try and take that title away from Yamashita.
Without a doubt, he has the she's been through 2 matches, one of them being an Ultraviolent match. Great opportunity for Lou Nixon, but I'll tell you what, if there is one person I would not put it past to go through 2 matches, one of which already being an Ultraviolent match, and then still coming out on top, that's Rina Yamashita. Mm-hmm. That's genuine. I got 2 GCW Ultraviolent matches, 1 weekend, 2 days.
Yep.
If you want to talk about bang for your buck, that's it.
Oh yeah, like the fans in Oberhausen are getting their money's worth for sure. Speaking of which, how's this? I believe this is likely to be the main event in night 2. I could be wrong. I have no idea how GCW are ordering their cards, but should Blake Christian retain, he's going to be defending against Peter Harney's opponent on night 2 of World Tag Team Festival, Axel the Axeman Tischer. And goddamn, like, title on the line or not, this is a match I want to see.
Absolutely. And especially, you have to think about it especially so. I think because night 2 is when we're going to have the 5th match in this best of 5 series between Tihani and Tischer. If Tischer comes out on top, Tischer could have had 100 matches. It won't matter. I think, in my opinion, Tischer would be so galvanized through that, I cannot imagine him losing this match. But Blake Christian, I'll be honest, toppling him is one hell of a challenge. I'm just going to flip a coin, and that'll be my guess to who wins this match. But I'm so excited, especially for the 2nd night of World Tag Team Festival, specifically for this match, for the best of 5 series match. It is going to be so incredible.
Yes, absolutely. And we're going to talk more about World Tag Team Festival in a few minutes' time. But first of all, it is time for us to bring up our very special guest here this evening. I know a number of you have been waiting very patiently. And I'm so excited to talk to him. An amazing guy, amazing talent. Many of you know him as the voice of WWE here in Deutschland. He's Sebastian Hackel. How are you doing this evening, my friend? It's great to see you.
Thanks for inviting me, guys. I'm doing great.
Good. So, really, we wanted to have a little bit of a retrospective here. We wanted to know a little bit about, more about everything that went into your preparations for Shortcuts to the Top, your whole experience there. So, I don't know, maybe we should start at the beginning. What can you tell us about your preparations for Shortcut to the Top? What made you want to come back to Shortcut to the Top?
Oh my God, there's so many reasons. One of the reasons is my daughters. They have never seen me wrestle, actually. So I want to be their superhero. Second of all, my whole life has changed a bit. I was able to rearrange my whole life to work more remotely from home, to make more room for my training. And as many of you know, I work for German MMA Championship, and they are in the same building as the wXw Academy. So every time I was doing a show there, I was doing weigh-ins, I had to step into that ring, and I was checking out the ropes, and finally I brought clothes and I stepped into the ring, and I saw all the great talent there train. I mean, Elia Bloom, so many guys people don't even see regularly on the WXW shows, like Yuval Goldschmidt. And they said, come into the ring, come check it out. And then it got me hooked, and they were all excited and said, oh, you still got it, man. You need to wrestle again. And, it got its own dynamic. One thing led to another, and everybody was so excited. Even my wife said, man, you're 42. If you want to make it happen, you should do it now. And then everybody got behind me. And then Well, before I knew it, I started dieting. I changed my whole diet around. I started lifting weights like crazy, trained twice a day, turned all the stones around. And yeah, the fans wanted to see me. That was the most important thing for me. I made this video, and obviously it got seen by about 70,000 people on the first day on Twitter.
Wow.
And I had about 350 comments where like everybody was positive and all excited. Go Hawkman, make this happen. Take part in the shortcut. And I couldn't stop it anymore. You know, the wave was flowing, and I was riding it as good as I could.
Awesome. Awesome. So, you've been away from the ring for 10 years, was it?
Exactly.
Like, how was it getting back in the ring, getting back in ring shape? Because, being in gym shape and ring shape, two very different things, right?
Yeah, you feel like a rusty tool at first. You know the way the cookie crumbles, but you have to shake off the rust. Um, like I said, I was dieting. I had my plan. My buddy Mike is a personal trainer. He wrote everything down, and I followed it down to a T. I was very, very specific with my diet. I lifted weights every day. I did my cardio, but the ring training, I had to get back into the groove. But luckily, there was lots of wXw talent who helped me. Amazing. The pool of talent this whole organization has is so amazing. And also I trained with my old coach, Alex Wright, who was a pro for WCW in the 90s for 10 years. And he kicked my ass. I'm not going to lie about that. I'll be honest about that. He prepared me. And when he said, dude, you're ready. I mean, your drop kicks are high. I mean, you run the ropes like crazy. You took all the bumps. You got the mechanics down. You're ready. I started believing it because I was full of self-doubt. It's the one thing when people tell you, man, you should get back in the ring. You look great. You're strong in the gym. But it's another thing to really do it and to really hype yourself up and gather all the self-belief that you can gather. Because, I mean, when you're stepping out in front of hundreds of people, in front of a live crowd, in your trunks, you can't make any mistakes. I mean, you have to be prepared. You have to do all the training. You have to be 100% ready. And I felt ready. I felt prepared. And I don't think that I let anybody down. I think I delivered for the fans. I didn't win the shortcut to the top, but, I'm still game. I'm still training. I'm still working out. I've already made appointments for October, like on the weekends, to get into the ring with some buddies and with Alex Wright. And let's do this, man. I'm amped up. I'm all fired up.
I mean, to be honest, if I trust anybody with that, I had the opportunity to be around the academy a couple times, and we got to talk, and it's just honestly, just genuinely the amount of work that you put in. I got to be able to witness it once or twice firsthand. I remember one time, I think you had already trained for 2 to 3 hours, and then you still wanted to go in despite a sprained leg or something was sprained, and then you literally just for everybody else for perspective, he literally had to be talked out of it after 3 hours of training by Yuval and by Patrick Bork. Just the amount of work that you've put in, just genuinely kudos.
I thank you so much. It means a lot coming from you, and it's an honor to be on this live stream, by the way. Patrick, you mentioned Patrick. He was one of the essential people who always wrote me messages. I can show you my WhatsApp chats with Patrick. And then from January on, he was telling me, will you be training again? When are you here in Gelsenkirchen again? When can we get back into the ring? It would be awesome to have the voice of wrestling in Germany to step into the ring with wXw. And at first I thought, he's crazy. What is he talking about? I mean, I'm turning 43 next month. What is he talking about? And but he never stopped, man. And we spent so many hours in the ring, as you said, and then he let me slam in and suplex him and punch him around, the whole building. He was excited about it, and he was one of the most important people about this whole comeback journey, who got me amped up, riled up, ready to go, and who awake the beast inside of me. And yeah, I don't know where to stop with all the people that I want to thank, because like I said, there's my coach Mike, there's Patrick, there's so many people around the academy, photographers like Alex, this amazingly talented photographer, called me one day and said, let's capture this comeback journey, let's make pictures so you can post them on social media. When I sent out this message where I applied for the spot on Shortcut to the Top, I got about 300 Instagram direct messages from fans. And I'll never forget this one. There was this one fan, I get goosebumps talking about it. His name was Toby. And Toby's going through cancer treatment and radiation treatment. And it gets me all choked up, because he said it's so inspiring to see a 42-year-old guy train every day, getting in shape. And he said when he's ready with his treatment and when he has finally beat cancer, he wants also to be in the gym every day, grinding and losing weight. And I thought to myself at that point, because I still had self-doubt inside of me, I still doubting myself, and I didn't know if I was really ready. But when that message reached my account, when I read that message from Toby, and shout out to Toby, by the way, I said, I can't stop now. I got to follow through now. I have an obligation. I am like this figure for a lot of people out there. Like I said, 300 messages that want to see me succeed. And even if I don't succeed, they want to see me try hard, because life is not always about succeeding. It is about never stopping to try to succeed. I think that is the most important thing about life. I fell flat on my face so many times, like jobs. I had bad luck with girls until I met my wife, and I'm married for 11 years now, thankfully so. You often lose in life, but you can never stop trying to win, and that's what Sebastian Hackl stands for. I will never stop, and like I said, I still feel ready. I'm still in the gym every day. I train today. I will train tomorrow. I switched my life around. I mean, about 70 to 80% of all the MMA shows that I do, for example, UFC tomorrow night. That's a good example. I'm doing the UFC show tomorrow night, 4:00 in the morning, and I do it remotely. I don't drive to the studios anymore. I have all the equipment at home, so that when I'm finished, I start at 4:00 in the morning. I finish at about 7, 8 in the morning. My kids and my wife are still asleep. I go directly to the gym, and when I go back, when I have finished training, then I can sleep. I made so many arrangements. I had so many offers from the TV industry and the TV business in Munich and Cologne. I declined a lot of stuff because I want to make room the following months, the upcoming months, to be able to step into the ring again, because I feel that fire. I've still got it inside me.
Wow. Amazing stuff there. Thank you for sharing all of that. And it's awesome to hear how many people you've been able to inspire with this comeback, with this journey. Yeah, that's absolutely phenomenal. If I may, let's jump into actually the day of Shortcut to the Top. I'd love to know how it felt walking in that building, knowing that you were getting in that ring. How did it feel when, eventually the time come, that music hit, and you walked out there and got that reaction? How was that for you?
The whole day, and I'm not lying, this is not a wrestling promo. This is me talking straight from the heart. No BS. The whole day felt like a movie. Like the night before, I should say, I didn't sleep until 4:00 in the morning. I was so nervous. That self-doubt, it creeped up on me, and I was nervous. I slept a couple of hours, but then I woke up and had breakfast, and the whole day I was white in the face, and I wanted to do this so bad. I wanted to succeed so bad, and my wife actually surprised me. She said weeks before I can't be at the event, but then she showed up with a bunch of friends, and they came backstage, and I said, oh my God, I can't mess this up now. She brought a bunch of friends, they all had the Hackman shirts on, and they were ready, and they all believed in me. The moment you were talking about, when the music played, when I walked out, that was the good part. Because boom, there was like a switch flipped inside of me. All the nervousness, all the fear, all the doubt, it disappeared. It was the old feeling from 10 years ago when I was walking out, when my music was playing. I knew what to do. And I was walking out there, and dude, everybody's standing up. And I hear those haka chants, and my drop kicks are like a foot higher. It's so inspiring. If I have to say one thing today, is these fans, they don't know, they don't have a clue how important they are for what we do in the ring, for what you guys do, for the adrenaline they produce for us. They are so important. There is no wrestling without fans. They give us energy, the energy to perform, the energy to train. They make us look forward to these events. And when I came through that curtain, when I walked through that sea of hands and happy faces, I knew I had to give it 150%. These cheers, man, they mean so much to me. And I want to make this clear to every fan out there. When you come to these events, it means the world to me. When I see somebody wear a shirt of mine, it makes me so happy you won't believe it. I've been watching wrestling for over 30 years now. I started when I was 9 years old, and I will turn 43, as I said, next month. It still means the world to me to hear the roar of a crowd, because that's the essential thing about wrestling. You can have a 5-star match inside of a empty building, but it won't mean as much when there's no people around. People are the essential part of wrestling. Fans make it so special.
Absolutely. And you know what? I have to ask, like, if we start wrapping things up, I guess, like, what is next for you? Because the fans have been asking, obviously you weren't successful in Shortcut. You tried your best, but Shortcut to the Top is a wild and unpredictable match. What is next for Sebastian Hackl?
I was asking myself too, and I sat down with my wife and I said, well, I don't have to earn all the money in the world. I can make room for more wrestling appointments. I don't have to be the fancy TV guy. I want to be happy, and I want to do the things that I like. I want to live my dreams. And a dream of mine is to continue this journey. And I mean this. I'm 100% serious. I don't see myself as like this hobby wrestler, as this part-timer. I have made room for the next few months for some weekends and to kick some butt. I want to get inside of that ring again. Those fans, like I said, I want to do it for them. I've got myself in great shape. I don't think that I can work any harder at the age of 42. And I want to get back inside those ropes. I mean, I really, I want to make it mean something. It can't be just a one-time affair. I've worked too hard for this.
Mm-hmm. So you're going to come back. You're 100% in. You are going to give this everything you have. Because I know, we shot the interview with you right before Shortcut when you were training, and you said you want to be the wXw Unified World Wrestling Champion. That takes a big commitment. Are you going to make that? You're going to make this happen?
A title match would be awesome, but I think I would have to earn that, and that means getting back into the ring, challenging people. But I'm going to tell you, you can line them all up. I would really look forward to have some more matches in wXw, and wrestling for a title, that would be a dream. I'd wrestle for the Shotgun Championship. If there's any tag partners out there, dude, hop on board the Hawk train. Let's make this happen. This would be an absolute dream. Like I said, I'm 100% committed. I see myself as a professional wrestler. I made enough room on my schedule to squeeze a lot of wrestling in there. I've made room for training, for being able to work out. I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
Okay. Sorry. I don't know if you've just seen this comment come up on your screen as well.
I've got it on this screen right there.
Yeah. Is this actually Axel, or is this a fan? Give me 1 sec. I'm going to message Axel, see what's... Sorry, my apologies. Gentlemen, please feel free to talk for a minute.
Ask me anything you want.
Sure. Hey, you know what? I think this is a great opportunity for you all in the comments as well to pitch in if you guys have any questions while Marc settles that. But well, here's a question: how do you think you're going to prepare? How do you think you're going to prove yourself in that situation to earn yourself a championship opportunity for the Unified World Wrestling Championship?
I don't want any presents, you know. I'd have to sit down with the wXw officials, and like I said, I've made enough room to be active, to wrestle, to represent wXw and its great fans, and we'd have to figure something out. But I'm ready for everything there is, you know. Line them up, and give me the best talent you have. You have amazing talent. And it's a lot of pressure, I know, but if I don't do it now at the age of 42, I'll never do it. And I want to grab the stars from the sky. I want to make all my dreams reality. That's how I live my life. Let's go.
Well, do you have any dream opponents on the way there?
Dude, I worked out with some great people.
Guys, sorry to cut you. So this is Axel in the chat. He's asked to come on.
This is the real Axel?
Here he is.
Dude, ist das dein Ernst? Ist das wirklich dein Ernst? Ich hänge hier die ganze Zeit da und muss mir dein Gelaber anhören über das, was du das echt machen möchtest? Ist das wirklich dein Ernst?
Axel, meinst du das jetzt ernst? Also ich habe nichts als Respekt für dich übrig und das weißt du. Ich habe die größte Wertschätzung für dich. Ja, das ist mein Ernst. Ich habe mein komplettes Leben auf den Kopf gestellt und habe Freiräume geschaffen.
Butter bei der Butter. Oh. Ey. Es gibt so viele Leute in dem Lockerroom, es gibt so viele Leute im Wrestling, die dafür brennen, die gerne einfach nur 1% von dem, was du hast, das Talent, vielleicht noch die Reichweite haben würdest, die reißen sich wochenlang den Arsch auf. Jedes Wochenende sind die on Tour, um einfach irgendwie eine Karriere zu haben. Und du hängst da in deinem schönen Studio, schön eingerichtet, da mit dem WWE-Titel und was weiß ich für ein UFC-Kram und sagst, du bist 100% drin. Wo warst du das letzte Wochenende, wo wXw veranstaltet hat in England? Warst nicht mehr dabei. Wo warst du nach Shotcut to the Top? Und wo bist du bei den nächsten Shows? 100%? Es ist nicht 100%. Kannst du mir nicht erzählen, auch wenn du trainieren gehst oder sowas. Reden kann man viel. Ich sehe nichts, Sebastian. Ich sehe nichts. Aber weißt du, was das Problem ist? Das Problem ist das, was es vorher schon war. Du sitzt da in deinem gemachten Nest und hattest früher schon die Wahl getroffen, dich dahin zu setzen, anstatt zu grinden, anstatt zu touren, anstatt einfach 100% hinter dem Wrestling zu stehen. Nein, warte, lass mich anders formulieren. 100% im Ring zu stehen und nicht hinterm Mikrofon, wo man großartig labern kann. Und dieselbe Situation ist die gleiche, in der du dich jetzt befindest, weil du bist immer noch bevorzugt hinterm Mikrofon. Jetzt hast du ein bisschen Blut geleckt, weil du denkst, der alte Mann, da muss es sich nochmal beweisen. Sich selber, nicht den anderen. Gib's zu, dir selber. Und was passiert, Shotcut? War toll, super. Verloren hast du, genauso wie ich. Aber gewonnen hast du nicht. Und jetzt willst du noch weitermachen? Wo soll die Reise hingehen? Weil wir wissen doch alle, wo es hingeht. Und das ist mal kurz wieder vorbeikommen, mal wieder ein bisschen Hallo sagen, mal wieder ein bisschen Fans genießen, die für einen jubeln. Und dann bist du wieder weg. Und dieselben, die jetzt immer noch trainieren, die sind dann immer noch da und reißen sich den Arsch auf. Liege ich damit falsch?
Damit liegst du komplett falsch. Ich habe mein ganzes Leben umgestellt.
Okay.
Ich habe fürs nächste Quartal so viele Dinge abgesagt, um Professional Wrestler sein zu können. Das, was ich sein will. Und Axel, wenn ich mich damals nicht dafür entschieden hätte, WWE zu repräsentieren, WWE-Kommentator zu werden, dann hättest du nie ein Tryout bekommen. Ich habe eine PowerPoint-Präsentation über dich gemacht, 20 Seiten. Ich habe Leute angefleht, dass du ein Tryout bekommst. Und dann hast du dein Tryout bekommen in London. Ich bin auf eigene Kosten rübergeflogen, weil ich dich so respektiert habe.
Auf
weil ich
eigene Kosten?
Auf eigene Kosten.
Auf eigene Kosten, natürlich. Arbeitet für WWE und fliegt auf eigene Kosten nach London. Wer es glaubt.
Ich weiß echt nicht, was das soll. Ich dachte, zwischen uns beiden wäre alles cool, da wäre Respekt.
Ja, natürlich, alles cool. Aber ganz ehrlich, du redest zu viel. Das ist einfach, und da steckt nichts dahinter. Ich kenne Leute wie dich zu gut. Ich habe so viele Leute getroffen, weltweit, Und immer war einer mit dabei, der immer mehr redet, was er eigentlich macht. Der eigentlich immer mehr redet, um sich selber gut darzustellen, aber im Endeffekt nichts dahinter steht.
Axel, pass auf, wir müssen nicht lange reden. Wenn du was gegen mich hast, wenn du mir das nicht glaubst, ich beweise dir gerne, dass ich voll in dieses Ding investiere, dass ich jeden Tag trainiere, dass ich im Ring stehen will, dass ich ein Professional Wrestler sein will. Das
Okay?
beweise ich dir, wenn es sein muss.
Okay, dann beweis es mir. Wenn du es mir beweisen möchtest, dann hast du ja wahrscheinlich nichts dagegen, wenn ich eine kleine Herausforderung ausspreche. 28.10. in meiner Heimatstadt Dresden. Du gegen den X-Men, 1 gegen 1. Und dann kannst du mir mal zeigen, wie toll du dich auf das Wrestling, auf das 100%ige Wrestling vorbereitet hast. Was sagst du?
Axel, das machst du mit Absicht und ich weiß, dass du es mit Absicht machst. Am 28. bin ich bei WWE gebucht in Berlin und das weißt du. Ich bin seit 13 Jahren bei jeder Live-Tour dabei. An jedem anderen Tag. Ich habe so viel Platz gemacht in meinem Kalender, an jedem anderen Tag, aber am 28. Und das weißt du. Du weißt in diesem Business, wie es läuft. Wenn man sein Wort gibt und wenn man sein Commitment und sein Versprechen abgegeben hat, dann muss man das halten. Und ich habe am 28. bei WWE zugesagt und das werde ich auch respektieren.
Alles gut, alles gut. Wenn man sein Wort gibt. Diesen Fall 100%, immer noch ein Hobbycatcher. Adieu.
Das kann doch nicht sein Ernst sein.
Okay, I didn't catch all of that. Sebastian, could you briefly kind of summarize what just happened? I know that didn't seem positive for those of us who struggle with
He's
the German
questioning.
language.
He's questioning everything I'm about, dude. I can't believe this. I got this guy his tryout with WWE. I thought we were cool. I thought we were friends. We were colleagues. It's unbelievable. That is unbelievable, man. And then there's this whole charade about running to face me on the 28th when he knows that for over 10 years I've been a part of every WWE live tour, that I can't wrestle on this exact day. He had this thing planned. He wanted to make me look like a fool, and I can't believe this.
Yeah, I'm sorry that happened. That was strange. I have to ask.
Let me say one thing. Let me say one thing. And this goes out to the wXw officials and all the matchmakers. Like I said, I'm committed to WWE on the 28th of October. But like I said earlier, I've made a lot of room in my calendar, in my schedule. I know that wXw is in Frankfurt at Botch Cup on the 11th of November, for example. I know that wXw is in Hamburg on the 18th of November. Line them up. I don't care who you put in front of me. I want to make this fool believe. And I want to prove to this guy that I consider a friend, not a colleague, a friend that I respected for more than 10 years, that I mean this, that I'm a professional wrestler who trains professionally, who's not a part-timer, who's ready to risk it all. I'm going to prove this. And I mean what I'm saying. What is this guy? This Jacob Crane guy writing in the chat.
Don't worry
What's wrong
about
with these people?
this guy. Like, anyway, yeah, Sebastian, I'll be honest. I feel terrible that we brought Axel on for that to happen. I'm really sorry, but thank you for joining us here. Thank you for sharing your story about Shulka. I know it's something that so many of us were interested in, and yeah, I know Felix Kohlenberg was in the chat, so I'm sure Felix saw everything that just went down. Yeah, and I guess they'll take a look at trying to organize something.
I don't care who it is. Like I said, I'm ready. I'm available. And I want to prove to wXw, the fans, and especially to Axel Tischer that I'm a professional wrestler. I'm not a big mouth. Dude, I mean this. I'm committed. I'm not a hobby wrestler or a part-timer. I'm part of the wXw roster, and I'm damn proud of it. Bro, I mean, Sorry,
You're fired
guys.
up right now. No, it's fine.
It's good.
fine.
It's all good.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, look,
Let me repeat this. I want to make
Go
this
for it.
crystal clear. WXW, the ball is in your court. I'm willing, I'm ready, and I'm able, Axel Tischer.
strong words there from Sebastian Hackle. We'll let you go, but thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for sharing your story with us. And it sounds like it's going to be a lot sooner rather than later. We'll be seeing you back in a WXW ring throwing some fools around. Sebastian, thank you very much, my friend.
Thanks for inviting me. It was an honor. Can't believe that a guy is going at me that I helped him live his dream, dude. We all know what came out of this tryout in London back then. This one hurts. I'm not going to lie about it. Like, you know me. I'm 100% real. This one hurt. But thanks, guys. I'd be happy to hop on the chat or the stream. I'm fired up right now. I'd be happy to come back anytime.
Awesome. I appreciate that. But thank you very much. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you back in a WXW ring. Jesus, sooner rather than later, Sebastian. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, guys.
Wow.
I did not see that coming.
No, that's completely changed the energy of everything here tonight. Yeah, my mind is a bit blown.
I mean,
but I guess.
I will say this: we all know that Sebastian came in with insane passion and fire.
Mm-hmm.
My prognosis is Axel Tischer just lit an even bigger fire under him. Honestly, as awkward as this whole exchange was, I'm really excited to see. A part of me is really excited to see just what kind of fire Sebastian walks into this with.
Very true. And talking about excitement, I know something you've been excited about for weeks now is the first round matches for World Tag Team Festival. Oh boy, Mett, are you ready?
I've been ready for 2 weeks. I'll tell you something. After what just happened, this is the perfect mood swinger. Come on, hit me.
Oh, I'll punch you in the face, all right. Have no worries about that. Ladies and gentlemen of the chat, are you ready to find out what we have coming up? First round matches, night one of World Tag Team Festival 2023. Are you excited? I'm excited. I can finally share these with you. Let's take a look. How's this, Matt?
Okay, I'm up for this. Los Vipers versus Ambos. Okay, starting off strong. You're starting off good. All right. I'll judge by the end of the whole first round if the 2 weeks of suffering were fine. We're okay. This is a good start. I'm up for this.
Yeah, this is going to be exciting. Ambos going up against Los Vipers in the first round, Ares and Latigo. And of course, last year, Ambos went up against the Frenchadors in the final. So, they lost against the Lucha Libre stylings of the Frenchadors last year. Do they have what it takes to overcome the Lucha Libre stylings of Los Vipers in the first round of Tag Team Festival 2023?
And I'll tell you what, Ares was part of some incredibly memorable matches over 16-karat gold weekend.
Yeah.
Latigo, it's his first appearance here, but from friends of mine who are very familiar with the Mexican style and what I've seen of him so far, I am so impressed. I cannot wait to see the way Ares and Latigo go about their business. Ambos have been unstoppable, but you know what? Los Vipers are a wild card. Ambos have never faced somebody like Los Vipers. They haven't faced Los Vipers before. We'll see what happens. I'm sure they're going to strategize, but this is going to be an explosive first round match.
Yes. And talking of Lucha Libre, the Frenchadors in the first round going up against the Renegades. Shigehiro Irie and Mizuki Watase. Wow. This is going to be a lot of fun.
I personally am curious to see how well the Frenchadors gel together with Senza Volto's recent I won't call it a new attitude. His recent frustrations, let's say, since his
Yeah.
demasking at the hands of Ambos. But I'll tell you what, Shigehiro Irie and Mizuki Wataze, this is Renegades versus French Adors. I'll tell you what, if you guys aren't very familiar with the team of Renegades, get
You
ready.
are gonna love them, trust me.
Just
And I
get
think
ready.
what's really interesting here is that at last year's World Tag Team Festival, obviously Shiggy was teaming up with Fuminori Abe, but they never faced the French Adors. The French Adors didn't face the Japanese team last year. Do they have what it takes to overcome that Japanese style of professional wrestling? And again, they maybe haven't been getting on quite as well as they were. Maybe not quite so well as they were this time last year.
Yeah, but you're still talking about the defending World Tag Team Festival champions because they won last year. They're going to want to go back to back. Any good team wants to go back to back. And then on the other side, you got the Renegades, a complete new card in the form of Mizuki, and then you got the 16 karat gold winner in Shigehiro Irie. It's going to be an incredible match. I'm just going to walk into it and I'm going to just let the match take me.
Sounds like a plan. What about this? Massive Love, Jörn Simmons and Levaniel going up against the Y2 Cuties, Becca and Aaron Rourke.
I'll tell you what, there ain't going to be no Massive Love for these cuties. I cannot wait to see Levaniel and Jörn in action together as a tag team. I think I'm going to say Massive Love, I think, has all the makings of an
massive potential.
Massive potential. There you go.
Yeah.
I think they have the makings of an incredible team. The Y2 Cutie, we've already talked about Becca and just how many matches she's going to be part of, but she's also an incredible talent. I've gotten to see Aaron Rourke for myself live. He is incredibly talented. Tell you what, this match is going to be full of a lot of love, a lot of sparkles, and I'm all up for it.
Absolutely, going to be so much fun. And also, like, I've been working with Jörn and Levaniel on the new Massive Love entrance. I cannot wait to see that video hit. I cannot wait to hear that music hit for the first time and see just how everyone in Oberhausen reacts. I'm really looking forward to that moment. I think it's going to be something very, very special.
Just when I think you don't have anything more to drive me crazy over. Just when
Oh, there's so much more to drive you crazy over, my man. How about this? Rotten Flop challenging the current wXw World Tag Team Champions Only Friends. And this is a little bit of a revival of a rivalry that, you know, we saw throughout 2022. Only Friends unable to defeat Rotten Flop and take the titles from them last year. Will they be able to retain and keep hold of the titles here in this first round match?
So many different angles. So many different angles you can attack this from. Rotten Flot are they had Only Friends' number through Only Friends' first run together. It was in Hamburg in the Grünspan. Rotten Flot retained the championships off of a technicality. And then after that, the last title defense that Only Friends had, Rotten Flot are the ones that saved the titles through another technical, coming in basically with VAR.
The same technicality, really.
Exactly, and that is incredible. But on the other hand, Only Friends have been, and I've said this multiple times on commentary, they're still undefeated since their reunion at 16 karat gold in 2023. They have not been beaten yet. So you got the unstoppable force coming up against the immovable object. I am so excited to see what direction this match goes.
Absolutely. And how about this? Astronauts against the second gear crew. Fuminori Abe teaming up with Takuya Nomura against Manders and Warner, GCW's own, in first round action.
I'll tell you something. Honestly, I think this match, I forgive you now. I now forgive you because I get to see astronauts versus second gear crew on the first round. This is one of the matches I was like,
Yeah.
oh man, of all the teams, please have this. I want to see just
Yep.
how hard these guys hit each other.
Do you know what? This is one of those matches I didn't think about wanting to see until I saw it written down in front of me, and I was like, oh, I need to see this. I need to see this match.
We know how hard hitting the Japanese strong style is. We all here know what Fuminari Abe can do and how hard he can punch. That Irabu punch is no joke. Manders, Manswarners, there's some big boys. All right, I didn't think I'd get the chance to say
old
it.
boys.
Hey, I always say it's one of my favorite things. Big meaty men slapping meat, and I'll tell you what, Manders is a big man, Manswarner's a big man, and they can slap some meat. This match is going to be one hell of a match. This is definitely going to be my vote. Is the match. One of the matches I'm most excited for so far in the first round.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, Second Gear Crew, two tough guys. Astronauts, two tough guys. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Really looking forward to this. But obviously, announcing those matches, that means there's only one first round match left, Matt. Have you worked out what it is yet?
Damn, I should have been paying attention. So I got
I
swept
knew you
away.
were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that.
Away by all the
I know. There's
excitement.
so much greatness there, but oh my god, how
trying to
good
think.
is this going to be? Have a think. What do you
trying
think
to
it is? I'll give
I'm
you
trying to
5
think.
seconds.
Wait, I know Maggot and Psycho Mike are still on the board. Right?
Too late. Hector and
Oh,
Noctis
yes!
and Dennis Cash Dolnig. I
Yes!
love that reaction. Against Maggot and Psycho Mike.
I'm moving too far back because of the light. I look horrible now. I look like I've just been blessed by the gods. That's why I'm shining right now. What
Mate,
up?
The gods have blessed us with this first round matchup.
I cannot wait for this. Maggot and Psycho Mike. I don't think I need to document any more how big of a fan I am of both those guys. I've been so happy because I started working for wXw after Dennis had unfortunately been injured, and that one of my highlights is waiting for him to return in his comeback at Shortcut to the Top. And then him and
phenomenal.
Hector, both of them are I'll say this. In the few flashes of moments where they were on the same page, it was like poetry in motion. I'll tell you what, I could not, if this was a cake, I could not cut it any single possible way. I cannot wait for this match. It is going to be pure entertainment, pure incredible hard hitting. It's just, I'm so excited.
Yeah. And I mean, like, you know, Hector wasn't particularly pleased at being told that there had been an application for World Tag Team Festival submitted. But I mean, look at the reactions in the chats here. Yes. Now that is some tag team action. And now that is an action I didn't think I needed in my life, but now I need to see it. Yes, that's the reaction I've had with so many matches for this weekend. And yeah. What a very sweet first round. So pumped.
I am
Wow.
too. I am so pumped. I'll tell you what. Anybody who wants to, I'm just excited. I don't know what I'm saying. I can't wait for the friggin' first round. I can't wait for this match. I can't wait for all the rest of the matches. Yeah. I'll tell you this. All right, it was fair enough. Well played. Keeping this away from me made it so much more fun for this moment here.
I told, as I said to everyone on Twitter, I did this for your own good. But also because you wouldn't have been able to keep this quiet. You would have blabbed. You would have been posting it all over Twitter.
I'd have probably...
the surprise for everybody.
I'd have probably told about 700 people in confidentiality some of the matches. And then eventually realized that I've expended all of my acquaintances.
Contacts.
All of my contacts. My colleagues at work would have probably known about it. Everybody would have... Judge Mulberg, my cousin, would have known about it. And he's a bigger blabbermouth than I am.
Yes. Anyway, I completely forgot where I was about to go next for this. I had something.
Well, hold on. Jacob Crane was threatening Psycho Mike. I would like to then highlight the next comment from Matthias Wagner because yes, Psycho Mike's arms might be too tired from all the body slams that Jacob Crane is going to get.
And his lower back will probably hurt. Like body slams, slippery one takes a lot out of the lower back.
They definitely do, especially when you're doing 18, 20 of them. That's a lot of reps.
Those are some rookie numbers, Matt. We need more.
For Psycho Mike, maybe.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so ladies and gents, what do you think? Are you excited for these first round matchups? Which match are you most excited to see? And who do you think the final 3 teams are gonna be?
Oh, yeah.
Mett,
I forgot about
3
that
teams.
even.
Pick 3 teams. Who's gonna make it to the final?
Oh, don't do this to me. Don't put me on the spot.
I am. I'm going to have a very quick think, and I'm going to say, oh, man. Massive Love. Renegades. Oh, who's the third? Oh, man, this is hard.
We already got a few guesses. We've got Julian has already put in his guess. It'll buy you some time to think of the third team. Ambos, Maggot and Mike, and Massive Love are Julian's guesses.
Mm-hmm.
We've got guesses from Dan here. Only Friends, Ambos, and Massive. So far, Massive Love and Ambos have been in 2.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to say, I want to say Hector and Cash, but I just love them. I really want to see them do well, but I don't know if they can get along.
I have a couple ideas.
Okay, I'm going to say Massive Love, Renegades,
Come on, do it.
Ambos.
Oh, you didn't even go for Hector and Cash.
No.
I'm so disappointed.
Oh, man, I love them.
I understand the
need
Ambos
them,
pick 100%, but
man, it's so tough. There's so many great teams here.
all right, you know what? I'm going to go on a limb, right?
Who are your 3?
My 3. I think we're going to have Ambos.
Mm?
That's the one me and you agree on. I think
Yeah.
Ambos, as unstoppable as they are, unless something huge happens, I believe that they could make it.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, I think Frenchadors.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people are sleeping on the Frenchadors. I think they could get on the same page very quickly, and it'll be one hell of a, it'll be incredible.
Yeah.
And my third pick, I believe, in my opinion, and this is where I'm really going off on a limb,
Yeah.
Second Gear Crew.
Okay, I see that.
The newcomers. I think nobody's going to prepare for Second Gear Crew very well. I think a lot of people are going to try, but I think Second Gear Crew are going to surprise a lot of people, and they're going to tear through.
Yeah. Okay. Great shout. So, did we have any more there? So, I don't know if we brought up Dan's coming here with Only Friends, Ambos, and Massive Love. Nemox says Only Friends, Ambos, and Invictus and donated by some weird happenstance. Here's the thing. I'd love to see Cash and Hexa in that final. I would love to.
All right, you know what? I'm changing it. All right, I saw Ambos, Frenchadors, and Hector and Cash. I believe in Hector and Cash. I think they could make the upset. I think they could prove all of us wrong, and they could. Who knows?
I don't think anything could make me happier than them proving us all wrong. Oh man, yeah. Like here's the thing. I'm looking at these picks everyone's giving here, and I'm like, I could see all of them as the finals. It's such a hard field to pick from, such a hard field. And here we got Massive Love, Hector and Cash, and Rotten Flot.
Wait? I think I'm going to change it and say astronauts in for Ambos. Yeah, I think astronauts are probably gonna. Yeah. Okay. Wait. It's astronauts, Frenchadors, and Hector and Cash. Last time I changed.
Okay, well, Matthias is saying it's Rotten Flot, Ambos, and Massive Love. Massive Love getting a whole lot of love here on the stream this evening. Wow. Yeah, I think at the end of the day, actually, I don't really care who's in it. It's going to be so good. So exciting. If you've got another pick, get it in quick before we move on and wrap this thing up. But oh man, what a field, what a series of first round matches we have. coming up for you next Friday. And think about this, in exactly 7 days' time, at this time, we are probably going to be about halfway through night 1 of World Tag Team Festival.
Oh, don't tease me like that.
We are going to be in the Binnenhalle. It is going to be loud. It is going to be crazy. It is going to be so much fun. I cannot wait.
Now I know I got to wait a whole week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this sucks.
It's fine. I need the week. I still have so much prep to do.
It's okay. You can freestyle it. You can do it during the event. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I wish I could. I need some sleep. Anyway, ladies and gents, let's wrap this up. Let's take a quick talk. I know we touched on it briefly already, but the main event of night 2. Axel the Axeman Tischer wrestles Peter Tihanyi. Match 5 of the best of 5, the finale. And every match these guys have had has been outstanding. Every single one. But this is it. The final match. One of these two men is going to win and be able to say that they beat the other in a best of 5 on night 2.
Could we switch it to? I mean, I want to say I'd love to have a best of 7, but I'll be honest. I don't think my doctor's been saying my blood pressure is not great. I think that would be a little too much excitement for me. Maybe. I don't know about you guys. You guys can tell me what you guys feel. But in all seriousness, what a series! 2-0 down. Peter Tihanyi, Axel Tischer unfortunately gets injured, and then through pride, through hubris, he falls in the third match. The fourth match, way more on the ball was Axel Tischer. But then one moment of pride, one moment, and Tihanyi capitalizes and ties it up. This match, I cannot wait for this match. I'll tell you one complete actual 100% prediction on my end. This might be match of the weekend. This is going to be one of the best top 3 matches this weekend. Do not blink. Just don't blink.
You do not want to miss this. And ladies and gents, I promise you 2 match trailers this evening. We have the match trailer for you here. We will play it very, very shortly. And then that'll be the end of the stream. But before we play it, I just want to say a huge, huge thank you to everybody who has joined us here this evening, who's got involved in the chat, who's had fun. I want to say a huge thank you to Sebastian Hackle for joining us here this evening. But here it comes. The world premiere of the match trailer between Axel Tischer and Peter Tihanyi, the best of 5 series finale. Here we go.
Why did I choose a best of 5 series? It's simple. I wanted to prove that I'm one of the best wrestlers here.
Endlich endet die Saga. Aber es war nicht immer sicher, dass wir an diesen Punkt kommen würden.
The same elbows that Irie used against him! Tischer making a statement! Pin from Axel Tischer! What? Powerbomb! And he's 2-0 up in the best of 5!
After 2 losses, most people would think that I quit. But that's not who I am. That's not what I would do. When I was ready for the 3rd match, he got injured.
Ich habe mir das Schlüsselbein gebrochen. Ich konnte nicht weiterkämpfen. Ich musste pausieren.
Und in der Abwesenheit des X-Men drehte Tihanyi auf.
Und da war es soweit. Ich war in Oberhausen anwesend. Ich war bereit.
Tihanyi to wave goodbye to this best of 5 series. Tihanyi defiant to the last. Tischer will go for the powerbomb. Oh, counter from Tihanyi.
And this time, his arrogance backfired, so I could score my first win.
Tihanyi! The leapfrog cutter from Tihanyi! The pin and the win! Tihanyi's at 2-all!
All das führte zu diesem Moment.
Werde ich dich
beenden.
This is going to be our last match.
Ich werde dich besiegen.
I won 2 times in a row.
Ich werde dich lächerlich machen.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready to lose again?
Ich werde dich zu dem machen, was du eigentlich bist. Und das ist einfach nur ein junger Up-and-Comer, der nicht oben mitzuspielen hat.
Because I'm ready. I'm ready to take this best of 5 series home.